Hi guys, welcome back to your Monday selections. Sorry I've not had a chance to do a video, just been mega busy. But I've took time to look at tomorrow's cards. I've gone through all the flat really, but I have to admit for how many races he is, there's not a lot of interest for me. Maybe we've been spoiled with the lights of last week, but we've got some to look at anyway. I'm not going to go through everyone in detail. Some of the ones that I've looked closely at that I'm quite interested in, we'll have a few more details. So we'll start off at the Curragh in the 4:45. Now I've just had a couple of points on a couple of singles in that one that I think should stand up. I was hoping to do the 4:45 and the 5:20 as a cross doubles, but I couldn't find enough at a price I'd want to do cross doubles at in the 4:45 because there's a few shorter price ones at the top of the market, so I've left that one for the cross doubles. I'm just going to do some singles in that one. Now the cross doubles I'm going to do in the 5:20 as said, but there's also a staking plan if you was to look at singles. The four blondes is the one that caught my eye at a price. I think that'll probably shorten, so I'm going to take that price tonight as a single personally. Won't be confirmed until I've done the channel bets on whether I take it for the channel bets. It's likely just to be in the cross doubles. So I wanted to put these up early just so you've got a bit of information about the races before you see the selections that will be in the post. So we'll go on to the beverley in the 2:30. Now this is obviously none of these have ran, so just based on pedigree and each way shout. So for me there'll be a bit of a play, 3 points at the pedigrees of the horses, two that I think should outrun their odds. I'll probably take them early just to see what the market does, but I'll have a cheeky little reverse forecast on them too in that race. Now the 3:40 at Beverley was a race of interest, some good form in this one. Showtime with a claimer on board, still be competitive with him taking £7 off, but Toby Moore's not got the best strike rate, so this is a one where I'm going to take the cross doubles with. So I've ranked them in the order that I think I see them rated. Alfa duplicate for me with the jockey booking looks the one to catch the eye. Now Head for Freedom at 14-1 I think looks the best recent run. By law would have to find some, but if you get the extra places it might be worth taking an extra place, a single on that one. Come On Over also was, I think the two that I fancy the most would have been Come On Over and Alpha Duplicate, so that's where I see that race. Now the other one was the 4:15, so Trilby is down in trip and it's got a good record. It's versatile, so the ground's not going to be too much of an issue. It looks the best of the three shorter prices at the top of the market, so if I wanted to find something at a short price, that would be the one. Now again, there's I've done a ranking system for these. I think if I was going to take Emerald Harmony, I'd look at taking it SP or at Bog, because I think it's an interesting purchase for the stable. So its Irish form looked really good. I think it's going to be a good prospect, but it's definitely probably one for the notebook, that one. But definitely watch it. If the price goes big, definitely would be worth a pump. At 12-1, I think it's a fair price based on its Irish form. Now the one that impressed me last week was Copper Knight. It's a 12-year-old now, if I remember rightly. But it ran really well in the Class 2, and I'm not really into taking the older horses against some of the younger ones, but it's down 2 classes as it ran up in Class 2, and it's only actually £5 up in the weights from that race, so for me it's still very well handicapped off its mark, and I think it's going to take some beating tomorrow. If it can produce what it produced last time out again in a short space of time, then I think it's going to run very well. Then the other one was of little interest if the price goes out, is Venture Express. Now, it won it last year. Its last run, I think you can just draw a line through it. It looked like a bit of a freshener up maybe for this, but I think it needs good firm ground ideally. So if the ground does go a little bit softer with overnight rain or a bit of rain, then I think it's probably one to just see what the price does and see if the money comes for it. It's got a great record in the Class 4, and I think if you get an extra place, I don't think you're going to be far wrong with that one. Now, 215 at Bath, it's another 2-year-old one. There's 4 there that I think with the trainers' records of 2-year-olds with the jockeys on board, they're the ones that I could see placing. Now, for me, it'll be a small stake on the bigger prices. I'd personally probably look at doing 3 points for that race, but not really getting too involved in that. The 250, I really like the look of Moulin. I think it's done really well in some very competitive handicaps, more so than today, and the connections look like they found a winnable race for it, so I like the trainer and jockey connection on that one. I think that's a solid one, and I'll be taking a single on that on its own tomorrow. 325, there's a couple in here, and to say it's only a 5-runner race, these are 2 that I've picked out that I think are likely to improve, and also are just way too big at the price they are this evening. So Doom Spirit is the one that stuck out, 16-1. It's also got one of my favourite jockeys to follow, as you probably know when you look at the horse itself. It's got a continuous drop in mark, but I think this will be definitely one to watch. And even if you don't have a stake on this yourself tomorrow, definitely a race worth looking, because the other one as well, that's at 14-1. It's another big prize with an experienced jockey on board for further improvement. So I think both of them might be worth a little each way dart on them. And like I say, if you're going to look at the form for that race, you'd have to take Wild Ace, but at 11-4, it's got the best times and speed ratings against the rest of the field, but to me it's not a price I want to entertain tomorrow. And then the only last one is in the 415, which will be a 2-point single and a double. Now, Tortured Soul, that's how I feel tonight after looking at these cards, because it's quite disappointing findings really. But at 10-1, I'm going to follow it in again. I know it's been up on the channel. I just feel it's ones that always seems to find 1 or 2 better than it, but it looks a solid each way play at 10-1 anyway. So that's going to be it for tomorrow. But like I say, the actual channel stakes that I haven't put down myself yet into the actual bets will be up tomorrow. So we'll be looking at probably 1 single, a double, and the cross doubles for the channel. And although I have mentioned the shorter price ones, because I don't see the value in taking a short price one in the cross doubles. I think you've got to be looking at at least 7 to 1 really, to make it worth your while, because sometimes you can get a couple of shorties in but it won't cover the cost of the bet. So it's all about covering your stakes that you're investing in it. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Sorry it's a bit of a waffle, but I wanted to get a video out there just so you know the thoughts on tomorrow, and how I see the races. And good luck to anyone with your own selections, and I hope you all have a great bank holiday. I don't think the weather's going to be great tomorrow for us here, but we're going to make the most of it. We might have a carpet picnic with the kids tomorrow. So have a good day, folks, and like I say, it's not the best day racing, so if you do miss it, you're not going to miss much. So bye for now, peace out.